Hello guys, we are now on our way to the 3-day adventure. We are going to walk along the Skåneleden in southern Sweden. We will be doing some gear testing and see how it goes. We're now about to start. As you can see, the weather is pretty bad, so full rain gear. The weather reports promises it will stop within an hour or so we hope for that. Our first stop will be at this here, Vandra, so it will be about an hour's walk. Let's talk more then. We have now arrived at the first stop. We have walked about 4.5 kilometers and we are about to have some lunch. Today we are going to have the pasta bolognese from Real Termat, and I'm using the Plus Light from Primus. So now we had our first lunch for this trip and our first long break. Now it's time to move on. We are right now around here in Vandra, and the next stop is going to be in about 4.5 kilometers down to Vandra. We have now walked about 7 kilometers and it is my first longer hike with this backpack, so right now I am pretty sore already in my shoulders, which means that in the next stop I am going to increase the shoulder pad a little bit, put it a little bit higher to see if I can get a bit more relaxed in the shoulders. I'll keep you updated. We have now arrived in Vandra, and it's actually time for me to see if I can do something about my backpack. I have the Fjällräven Keb 72, and on that model there is this function. You actually change the whole pad here. You loosen that one, take the whole pad up. Hopefully that will help me a little bit for my shoulders. It's a bit disappointing actually that I've been walking about between 8 and 9 kilometers and I already feel so sore, so let's see if it helps with some adjustments. Okay guys, now we walked for about 40 minutes more since our last stop, and bag actually feels a little bit better, so I think might do one more adjustment for it. Hopefully it's a lot better. Now I'm actually starting to feel a little bit of pressure on my feet, so in about half an hour, 25 minutes when we stop for a longer break, I will actually remove my socks and put some tape on my feet. But I'm not sure if you see it here, but it's actually very good view at the moment. Maybe not. So we just have had our second long break today. We've had some coffee, we have taped our feet a little bit. We have had some nuts, beef jerky and so on. Starting to feeling a bit sore again, but we have around 8 kilometers left to go. So after that we will set camp. And hopefully the shoulders will be in good shape tomorrow. We've been walking for a few kilometers since our last stop for some rest. Right now the sun is actually out, and it might be the last sun for today. While I'm talking right now, we actually get some guests. Shall we have a look? Yeah, let's do that. Där är Mia. Okay, so yep. Anyway, my shoulders hurt, my feet hurt, my hips start to hurt. So pretty glad we only have a few kilometers left until we will set camp today and get some well-needed rest. Hasn't been that far trek today. It's about 22 kilometers, but it's been a lot of hills up and down, so it's been a long day. I'll give you a short summary before I go to sleep tonight. So let's talk again at that time. We have now reached the spot where we will set up camp. You can see behind me there is a stationary shelter, but we're not going to use it. We're actually going one of the reasons we're going for this trip is to test a tent from Fjällräven. We have brought the Abisko Endurance 3, so we will test that one tonight and tomorrow. Show a little bit more about that tent tomorrow because the light is almost out, so won't be any good movies. But summary for today, we walked about 22 kilometers. Not that far, but it was a lot of hills going up and down. So I checked, and the lowest point we had, the difference between the lowest point and the highest point we had was about 100 meters, and there was a lot of up and down going on that one. So it feels in the body. You can see now when we're in camp, I have my night shoes on, evening shoes. Get some air in the feet. I'm going to have some dinner and probably make a fire. So I will get back to you tomorrow. Hope you have a good night, or a few good minutes for you and a good night for me. So see you tomorrow. So good morning. We went up for an hour ago. It's time for breakfast. Actually had a pretty good night's sleep. I've been through a lot worse, so actually got a good amount of hours of sleep. Today we have breakfast. We have some coffee. We're also taking these freeze-dried meals from Real Tomat. So probably get back to you when we start walking with some more info. Okay, have a good one. Okay, so now we are packed up, ready to go. Backpacks on. Shoulders feels a lot better today, so I think the last adjustments I made yesterday is turning out good. Next checkpoint we're looking for is about 6 kilometers from here. About 1.5 hours walk, plus a short stop in between. We need to find some water. We're actually running low on water, only got a few deciliters left, so let's hope we do that there. We have now walked around 5 kilometers since we started today. During this 5 kilometers we have been walking through on some really tight forest paths, and then it changed, so we've been walking through, or not through, on asphalt roads for about a kilometer, and right now it's back into the forest. So really good alternating paths here. The only thing, the boots I wear is not really meant to be walked on asphalt, so during that kilometer I start to feel a little bit of pain under my feet, but it will pass. It's a very nice nature out here, at least. We are now arrived to the attended first long stop, so it's been about 6.5 kilometers to here from where we woke up this morning. We will have a little bit longer break, 40 minutes to an hour, and probably do some lunch and fill up some water. This is the good part on being on this trail, Skåneleden. As you see here, signs for water. So we'll do that, make sure we have enough for a few hours until we hit the next stop. So see you later on. Our pause, the weather changed a bit, so right now it is raining. So shell jacket on, rain cover for the bag on, and a little bit maybe decrease the tempo a little bit so don't get too warm. Personally, I don't really like the rain gear when hiking, so let's see how it feels. Okay, so the weather turned out to be better pretty fast. Only been about 20 minutes with rain gear on. Still keeping the rain cover on my backpack. Better safe than sorry, I guess. Just want to talk to you about, we've been walking a few hundred meters on the asphalt again, and it feels under my feet, but there's also a big difference. Normally when you're on these asphalt roads, you are, or at least I am, driving by car, and then you drive by something like this. It's like an old windmill. If I was in the car, I would probably have passed it in like under a second. Wouldn't barely have noticed it. So even walking asphalt on bigger roads might be worth it. If you haven't tried it, do that. For those of you that haven't figured that out yet, it's pretty unstable weather in Sweden. We walked for another 45 minutes since the last part I talked to you, and this here is what we have right now. I really hope you can hear me. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my good mic for this here, so hopefully the sound is okay anyway. But I think it's time to stop and put on the shed jacket again. But we'll see. This here is well, they said it's good we can't control the weather because we would be fighting about that one as well. So this here is real life. It's now been around 1.5 hours since we had our last stop, and it's a bit too long for our feet for a break. So it's also not been that good places to stop with actually. We've been walking quite a lot on the asphalt. So right now it's shoes off, move your feet a little bit, get some air. Probably like 10 minutes stop, then we'll start again. Right now we found this little place here. We're almost fully protected from the rain. Not much wind, so this here will work. Eat some nuts, get some energy, and we'll start walking again. Next pause. Actually been sitting here for 15-20 minutes. It's been a lot of hard packed roads and asphalt, so my feet is hurting pretty bad underneath. So right now again, same routine, shoes off. Sometimes I always also remove the second layer of socks to get some air in. Right now we've been here, as I said, 15-20 minutes, so shoes on again, walk for another 5 meters before the feet start to hurt, and then keep going. We have about 2.5 kilometers left to the intended campsite, so it's not that far. When we get there, we will probably start the fire, warm up a little bit, and dry up a little bit. And that's it for the day, I hope. I know I said earlier today that walking on asphalt might be a good idea. Not this road. Cars are literally maximum 1 meter away from you. It's actually pretty dangerous. So be sure to wear orange or something reflective when you do that. Or best part, stay away from it. So keep safe. So guys, we finally made it to the intended campsite. My feet hurt, my shoulders are pretty stiff, but okay. The worst part is actually under the feet because of the hard roads and paths we've been walking on today. So now we got 2 missions. First one is to find water, which I think will be actually pretty hard, but we'll try to find water. We only have a few deciliters left. And the second thing is to find a place to put up the tent. As you might notice here, there is no flat spot from where I can see from this place, so might actually be that our last night is spent in the shelter, which is also very good. So it's just a bit boring that I can't test the tent for a second night, but yeah, that's the status right now. I will take off my boots, relax, start the fire. Hopefully they will feel better after a short while. Thanks for watching so far. See you later. Time for today's summary, the last day of the trip. Feels in my body that it was the last day. My feet hurt a little bit more than I wish. We haven't actually walked that far, so I'm a little bit surprised. I'll see what I can do about that. About the hike today, it's been around 20-21 kilometers today as well, and it has been a lot of hard and packed paths and ways, and also including some asphalt, so I think that's one of the reasons my feet hurt. It has been a lot more flat than yesterday, so the condition itself or the rest of the body is not that exhausted as it was yesterday. So I'm very happy with today, except for my feet, but well, what do you do? Right now we are in the shelter that we're going to sleep in, and have some coffee, made a fire. So yeah, very happy with life right now. Tomorrow will be we will not be hiking actually. We will be picked up only a kilometer from here or something. So there will be no updates from us tomorrow. So this here is where I say goodbye, and thanks for watching this video. And if you like it, want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe and leave a thumbs up. And thanks for watching all the way. Have a good day.